Well, you can't accept the quest because you're not level 80.
Yeah, I can. I just can't turn it in.
Oh.
I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you apprise the others of recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and the development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep our corporeal aether stable. Safe travels, Sev. Hero. Who is Sev? I hope to see you and the other Scions soon.
You'll never
Oh,
see
look,
me.
you now need to switch to level 80 class too.
That was a good
What?
sandwich, though.
Was it a good sandwich?
Yeah.
Good.
Honey ham on wheat bread with sriracha, American cheese, raw red onion, and spinach.
You had me up until you said wheat bread.
Gross. What's wrong with you?
Wait, maybe.
You gotta eat that full grain proper bread and not the nightmare stuff that we've been tricked into thinking is bread, but it's mostly sugar.
Rye bread, my guy.
No.
Wow.
Denied.
Got you. You got you there.
Hello, Crystal Exarch. Also, I've got 3, not tangerines, but the other types of small oranges.
What?
I don't know.
Mandarin?
Maybe.
Okay. I mean,
This was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've come at the most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you two have been making good use of your time? Yep, I accidentally clicked. Ill tidings from the source, you say? Then I will summon the others that we might all be apprised of the situation.
Apprised was in their thesaurus this week.
Just wait, they'll get back to their these and thous in a minute.
Now that we are all here, what news from the
Whole bunch of
source?
bad things.
Good news, everyone.
Shreds, you say?
Oh,
A new Ultima weapon.
fixed
We
it.
must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Eorzea and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of
How do you
white
even test this?
aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An arc for soul and mind
You don't
both
want to know,
that
Andrew.
will allow your incorporeal self in
What, are you
its
putting animals
entirety
in
to
there?
be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Garlean Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allergan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
My apologies.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Which one should I get? Doesn't really matter.
Okay, what is with people being allergic to leaving a message with someone outside of the door?
What the fuck does that mean? In what context? Like, are you talking about like as a roommate? Are you talking about like an office?
No, she just comes in and it's like, I'm sorry to interrupt in your meeting, but I want to talk to somebody, and I'm sorry that you might have to cut your. I don't want you to cut your meeting short. Blah blah blah, and then we cut the meeting short because she popped in.
Well, they're trying to like show don't tell, like have an actual interaction that's like, time for this character to show up in the story. We need to go talk to her. It's the more engaging way of presenting the transition, essentially. Also, Andrew chat says that your stream's muted.
Yeah, I fixed it, or at least it should be fixed. I see that it is fixed. So if they still can't hear me, then
we'll never know.
it's a riddle.
This is not the first time this has happened.
What can you hear with your little ear? My voice? All right. Yeah, it should be working though. No one said anything otherwise, so I don't know. I'll never know. Let's see.
Just start doing random emotes and make noises and see if they can hear it.
Make noises at people.
I have been. I've been sitting here making noises the entire time.
I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it will be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? No. I've decided to stop the story. It's dead now. I killed it.
Oh wow, she's literally just right outside. Imagine if we just stayed inside and never came out again. How long would she wait, do you think?
Until we came out.
Yeah.
It's a riddle.
We're getting a lot of those today.
I imagine that the literal guard is used to waiting.
Isn't she also the captain of the guard, no less?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's the first character we met, basically.
We have little time, so I will be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I ask for your assistance in slaying it. What? How? What?
A Sin Eater? I had heard some few yet remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we should call the others.
That won't be necessary. It is only a single Sin Eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them.
So you
Peace
want
can
us to
lead-
go showboating? Smack this thing and call it
More
a
of just contracted training. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory, but you do not underestimate your foes. However harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example.
Sure. Let somebody else do it.
Me? Why not Alpha, no? Get in there, coward. You cannot be serious. Come now, hero. What could be more inspiring than fighting alongside the renowned Warrior of Darkness himself?
Taking a nap.
That was not the flustered reaction I hoped for.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then let us make for a fort job. Oh.
How much for a fort job? If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
How many V-Bucks you got?
Oh my god. I am become upset.
I mean, me too.
We.
If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. We'll each take a character, I guess.
Sure. I'll get. I was at death's door that day after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd have likely stepped through. And I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to.
I too was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, filled me with dread. There's no way to honor her or my comrades. And so I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward.
A pleasure to meet you, miss. Truly, it seems like only yesterday I watched as you took flight astride an Amaro to go save the Oracle. Strange to think the Eulmorian soldiers we once locked blades with are now on our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland.
Okay. We seem to be missing one. Wait. Oh, this guy. Wait. What's his name?
Do we know
just
him?
like another
He
character,
looks
right?
oddly familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he looks a lot like the Warrior of Darkness.
That's what it is. Yeah, he looks like the Warrior of Darkness. You remember that guy was skulking around the other day?
I don't know if that's supposed to be him. The same guy.
I
I think there's just not
know.
that many faces.
I don't know, man. This looks oddly suspicious.
But he looks very very familiarly like the Warrior of Darkness. Yeah.
My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to a clear melt. It took longer than I anticipated.
I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests.
It won't happen again. The name's Thaler. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary.
Nope. But I suspect you're about to tell us.
Remember this scene?
I remember
No.
this scene.
I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to her. Don't give up. Don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. My friend got to see the knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave us, they gave their lives for the promise of a future they'll never know, and so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that purpose. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in.
Conceal, don't feel.
What? Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. Oh my god, there's more of these clowns? Let's go.
I will totally keep these characters straight and remember who they are.
I've
Who are you
already
again?
forgotten.
You know, characters that are a bunch of soldiers, meaning they are literally uniform.
Wow, you don't know the names of every single United States military personnel? I can't believe
In the
you. What kind of
world?
American are you? Yeah, in the world.
Especially given how similar some of the NATO camo is to one another.
It's part of the nationalism test.
I don't
Keith.
even
We
know
take
what
it
that
every
is.
month.
NATO, the alliance between many European.
No, I'm saying like I wouldn't know what the NATO camo is.
Oh, it depends on the country. This point, but they're similar in color scheme because camo is meant to blend into things. Never mind.
Who gets stuck with the shitty camo colors? like lime green and yellow. like
Our camo texture was low res.
just a
Did you
shitty
slay the
PNG
teacher?
on top of it.
Your
or
orders
JPEG.
Maybe
were
they do
to
call it
await
digital
main
camo for a
force
reason.
before engaging.
No, Captain, it wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of
I
nowhere
don't
and
know.
cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
Okay, now the story can start.
A warrior of light? Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Well, if it was a guy, that would be a little hard to pull off, don't you think?
Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Some dialogue just doesn't exist with the concept of you being a female. It's very funny.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
And we'll never see him again.
Yay, the storyline's over.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
So happy that storyline's aborted.
What storyline?
The one where it's like, oh yeah, go hang out with the soldiers and train them, and like it sounds like one of those really boring logistical quests they keep giving us that is just a waste of time. Oh, thank God, it's a backdoor introduction to the Warrior of Light thing. Oh God, thank you.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man, a younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future, and for the first time... Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
Wow. Exarch is just incredibly needy. He needs someone
Brutal.
next to him 24/7.
He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you already.
Are you sure? Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Alright, we all here?
Yeah.
You're not here. I see you still in the cutscene, fool.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about. I was waiting for the choice.
No, I already said it.
Well, we already... Yeah,
Oh.
you already said it.
Well, quest complete. There we go. Now I'm here.
I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts.
Off she goes.
Let me close that. Where are we going now? Back to the tower?
Back to the Crystarium, yep.
Ooh.
Lots of teleporting back and forth. Good thing I had this set to a free teleport.
I've still never changed mine off of Old Dawn.
For what? The free point?
My home, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the town where I know how to get to the handful of things I usually want to go to.
You get ones that you can set as a discount too. You get your free destination and your favorite destinations.
Yeah.
You have one free one and then 2 or 3, depending on whether or not you're on console or if you have the 2-factor authentication set up.
No, you're allowed. Yeah, you're allowed 2 free ones, 2 free teleport locations.
They're not free. They're discounted.
I'm pretty sure one of them is free.
You get one free. So technically you get one free. You get the one home point, which is your return point, which technically is free. I guess that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You get a return, and then you get your whatever.
The return is only free once every 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, but I just have my home point and free.
Yeah, I mean that's the only one I use.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, there's another one you can use, so you can set another free point besides return.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we're trying to say, Keith. Which you should probably do.
The others were quite shocked to hear of what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. If I said another free one, it's definitely Golden Saucer.
Damn.
I usually set it to whatever the major city is in the expansion we're currently in.
I have it Foundation because that's what I use for all my crafting.
I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden disappearance, in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors, may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them.
Alright, this is me. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades.
To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I am not surprised to see their roles distorted and them painted as villains.
Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, the knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the First, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the Flood.
Considering all the good they had done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vobert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Sin Eaters is absurd.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree. But as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained. They were the cause of the Flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it's all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate.
At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot.
Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Emmet Silk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphanos' plan. We call together the people of the Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the flood that followed in their wake.
Well, what say you, hero? I wish we had done this sooner.
Yeah, why didn't we do this sooner?
Busy. A lot of stuff going on.
We're not the only people in existence here in the Crystarium.
Well, I think the rest of the people trying to get out of this
How many
place.
reporters have we spoken with over the entirety of our career as the Warrior of Light / Darkness? Remind me? 6?
Apparently not enough, because they still haven't fixed history.
In hindsight, I agree. But better late than never, no? Exarch, might I ask you to continue working with Ben Luke on our means of returning home? The rest of us will see to gathering the people of the Crystarium in Exedra. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread, and more will accompany them.
Okay, maybe not 6 people, but we've had several encounters, like 4 or 5 or something, with different reporters.
Why is the thing not turned on? That is weird.
I can't believe they're asking us to speak to 3 people. Or 5 people.
5 people. I know, it's crazy.
It's a whole new world.
It won't last.
Damn.
What a massive divergence. Chesamil. Like the tea?
Yes.
Hero, what a wonderful surprise. Though I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door of late, which is a shame, to come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines.
That's probably a good thing.
That's illegal.
I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. The truth about the Warriors of Light. But the Exarch's already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it.
So would we.
Yeah, did you guys know that that guy...
They are all over town.
Yeah, they are all over the place. What the hell?
They're way up
They're way
here,
upstairs from here?
Yes.
That reaches all the way to the TV tap. Hop, 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 hop. Damn, this sprint's lasting. Hurt. My shins. My ankles.
We don't need those. Come on now.
It's Catless Everdeen again.
Who was voicing her?
Probably
Who
me.
cares?
Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Gernalt not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that she inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place.
Yeah, good thing and all.
I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warrior of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I'm all ears.
All right, great.
We're gonna pretend that we told them everything, right?
Not yet. We're getting them hyped for the story time that we're gonna have at Town Square. Like
Cabinet of Curiosity.
Okay, we can't reach that other one from here. My map.
It's downstairs, technically.
Yep.
It's part of the reason why I keep my base set to Ul'dah, because learning any new city is frustrating. It's very hard to look at the map and parse what the hell the places are shaped like and where you can go.
These aren't usually the places you would want to learn. It's usually like
we're in a library.
Like
what are you talking
Reach
about?
Or something like that. But these are not. Like the Crystallium is a place you'd hang out.
Yeah. No, this can't be. Sure, there's at least one book here that does not cast the Warriors of Light and their deeds in such a negative light. Hey, it's me. I'm a book and that wears a Speedo. Oh, hero, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our repository lacks for the knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the Flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than the Sin Eaters, abominations worthy only of scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian. How would you know that if you don't have evidence? You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light, of the Flood? How wonderful! You have regaled me with the tale once before, that's why, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Okay, that's how he knew. I was like, how does he know if he doesn't have evidence?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be the only way to know? Right. 1 million years ago, we had this conversation at the beginning of the expansion.
And then we never had it again.
The pendants. Wait, is it the right place? Might be wrong.
Well, the pendants is one of the spots we could go to. The Musica Universalis.
I got nervous because right when I clicked on it, I saw there was an up arrow on it, but that's just because there's a deck. Glynard.
Talking to the other person. Okay, I'll skip through this dialogue.
I said pendants, and then I went to pendants.
Yeah.
Well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you to be brief. With the light returned, visitors have been flocking to the Crystallium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stars so full of life and excitement, or stairs so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. The Warriors of Light? Yes, the Exarch has mentioned them before, but everyone knows them now as the cardinal virtues. Are you suggesting there's more to it than that? Well, you've yet to steer us wrong, so I'm willing to hear what you have to say.
At this point, Andrew refusing to learn the name of this town is a bit. Bragi.
At this point, him refusing to learn the name of anything is a bit.
Yeah.
Come to browse my wares at the market, have you? Well, I guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need, whatever it may be. Under Yulmor's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that fellow from Daedalus Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before Old Novrant reaps the benefits. But you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? Not to braggy about it, but I see. The Exarch did mention he had something to do with your returning to the night to Novrant. Alright, consider my interest piqued. And the closest crystal's over here.
Let's go. Ah.
Zoop.
Hey, when you try to like click on the crystal and it just drags the map, you're like, oh.
Yeah. It can't be trusted. There you are. Between the four of us, I dare say we've swept the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need but wait for the people to gather.
Hear ye, hear ye. All your writers are idiots and
Could you just tell, like,
spreading
send us an
misinformation.
email or something?
I don't know.
What is all this shit?
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
How is he making a slideshow with his mouth? That's what they're all so amazed by.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Shock, awe, intrigue.
Oh my god.
Impossible.
I take it that I'm not imagining this then.
Oh, good. I thought I was crazy
see
there for a second.
something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a Warrior of Light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need.
Yeah, let's send farmers up against sin eaters. That's a great idea.
And I
think it's
always
more just
chose the former.
Community is important type kind of message.
Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
It looks like him, and sounds like him, but it isn't him.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
He's one of the bad guys.
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selk's failure here in the First, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? Why, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe, as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association. That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Who keeps giving me this food? Well now.
Everybody talking to the Exarch?
Yeah, it can be.
You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warrior of Light and their actions prior to the Flood. Though I must say, the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who has appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt. But to the masses, he will appear as a hero returned from the grave.
Which is our fault. We literally had the incredibly unfortunate timing of rehabilitating his image like seconds before somebody then abused that image.
Yep.
That was incredible timing. It's absurd.
It seems almost too perfect.
It's so fucking funny.
After the warriors of light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What bitter irony.
I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become warriors of light themselves.
Sorry. For now, I think it best to apprise Thancred and Reen of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength.
That's not
Agreed.
the line I saw.
Wait, is it not? Did I accidentally skip some? Hold on. Oop.
Like maybe multiple even.
Oh, yeah, it seems like stuff got skipped. Okay, here we go. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returneth soon with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to apprise Thancred and Reen of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Becklog and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home.
Then I think it time I return to the Great Wood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handled to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fano that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Katana Revel. Emmett believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization. That of the Ascians, perhaps. That may lead us to truths we seek. Would you care for company? I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you are ready, make for Fano. Elmet and her sisters will be expecting us.
Telepathy.
He's dead.
Okay. There we go.
Should be the line, then let us be about.
Sorry, I had to answer my phone for a moment there. Something important. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray give my regard to the V. V's? V.
I think it's the...
I'm pretty sure it would be V. I would imagine the S would be silent. I don't remember.
I don't know.
7.
I would think it was 7, except the game does do Roman numerals and they're capitalized.
Yeah.
The fact that it's lowercase means it's seemingly not. But it does feel weird.
Can happen.
Alright, we teleport to Raktika.
This game is impressively low on typos.
You don't know that. You haven't played all the side content.
I'm just saying I don't see it.
Are you guys able to fly here?
Yes, I can fly anywhere.
Every verbose game I play normally, there's like a typo every session.
Wow, that's a lot.
I think I've spotted more typos in books than this game.
That's what you get for reading.
That's what we're doing right now. I don't remember which one was which between these three. Womp womp.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Welcome, Ali Zeronka. We have accomplished much since last you came. With the Light Warden dead and his minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that our innermost chambers were rewarded by magic. We all are in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom of my comrades and I seek can be found within. The wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it is good that you have come. When Ronco was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure that you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. You have reached the inner chambers, unmolested, suggest a more formidable deterrent lies within.
Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far.
This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger.
Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were?
You promised not to tell! Oh dear.
Then I suggest we be going.
Get back here! Ugh. Hate it.
Later, losers.
Remind me, exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's better that I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours in the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. And if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let's make for the Kitana Ravel.
I suspect I'm gonna get some unique dialogue here coming up soon.
What I'm thrown off about is how long ago did the Warriors of Light die?
100 years.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like it's so long that nobody remembers, right? So I'm like, how the fuck is there a body to inhabit?
Well, I think it was being preserved.
Just the example we previously had to go on was a character we literally just saw die getting resurrected by ghosts. So having this ancient corpse get revived is bizarre. Oh, it's an instance.
Oh look, it's a dungeon.
Single player. Oh, is it a dungeon?
Is it? Wait.
I don't know.
Nope,
that one's already there, so I don't know if that's...
It's a single player instance.
I was gonna say,
everybody.
that's the glowing floor of a single player bit, right? It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal of the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. There will be several scenes. You will be old by the time this is over. You are already old. You will be dust by the time this is over. I hope you've set your affairs in order.
No, I'm not one to commit affairs.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
What? Aren't we all going? Oh, off the ledge. Never mind.
This is where the echidnas protect their chaos emeralds.
There's only one.
Emerald.
Thank you.
Then it breaks.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast.
It's got titties.
Though that much is plain from its proportions.
It's the Ultima weapon.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
No.
Ew.
Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead. As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Well, it seems a little easy.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
What? But I only... What is happening? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Row. But why the titties?
Why are you judging?
It's such a strange design. Just, what am I looking at? What the fuck?
That's a chimera if I've ever seen one.
It's time to play Gwent. Okay. You trespass, mortal, upon sacred ground. In retribution, 4 souls have I bound. Yet the heroes, yet 2 heroes proven learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see theirs set free, answer me these riddles 3. Dew of paw, with kin do I vie, though sought apart, betterment of the whole. Betterment of the whole would do our efforts descry. What am I? The fuck did you say to me? Dew of paw, with kin do I vie.
Oppo.
Is it the Oppo Oppo? I don't know what these are.
Yeah. It's the Oppo Oppo.
I don't know what these things are. Indeed, the Oppo Oppo is keen and shrewd, the spirit of ingenuity, by whose guidance these Ronkins did prosperity pursue. This riddle's answer did you discern, and thus to you a soul returns. With fearsome fang I travel with pack, together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? A wolf?
Yeah.
Because they're in packs. The fuck is happening? Indeed, 'twas the spirit of the wolf their doctrines praised, that they would know peace and harmony to the end of their days. The riddle's answer did you discern, and thus to you a soul returns. On my belly do I crawl, but my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. What am I? Doop doop, there's the serpent. Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber ere it tear the world asunder. The riddle's answer did you discern, and thus to you a soul returns. Desire you that which I yet claim? Then we shall play another game. A test of mind and memory. Choose wisely, and you all may yet go free. Twixt these talismans hide friend and foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow know. Oh. Ronkin talismans. Was there a way to tell them apart? Is there a trick here?
No, it's just match 3. Or match 2, sorry. It's just match 2.
Oh, it's just this game?
Yeah, you just click 1 and then it turns it around.
Oh, monster.
Monster is an option, yes.
I don't remember how to play this character. Okay. It's match 3, but every row is the same card twice anyway? Weird.
Completely random.
Well, mine was random in that it was completely orderly. Your comrades are assembled together at last, yet still there remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. One worthy of she who the Ronkin extolled must be strong of mind, body, and soul. My tank stance on? It is not. Where is it again? Grit. There we go. I remember how to play this game. Shit. Yeah. No, I'm being metered. Wow, these AI are really good at party members.
Oh, they're really on point.
They know the
exactly
mechanics.
what to do.
Oh god. Good. I was less good. The whole time she was talking, there's only one thing I could think, and it's probably what you were thinking too, Andrew.
What?
But the whole time she's sitting there rhyming and stuff, what she really sounds like is
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh, good, it's Gruntilda again. All right, let's go.
Just bizarre.
The weirdest Sphinx I've ever seen.
Her titties are even weirder when you realize she stands like this normally.
How?
They're so bizarrely located. And she just has a little bra, just for that. When she's otherwise nude. What a bizarre character design.
I think they probably wanted to go full nude, and someone was like, no, that's not happening.
I had to remember where my AoE buttons were. They were hiding. Oh. Okay, let's get out of that. Big scaly attack.
Do you think it ever takes off its bra and washes it?
It doesn't even have hands. How does it put the bra on?
Don't question it. Magic.